bridge between legacy finance and really the future of finance, not just locally. And Ghana certainly is leading the charge in that respect, but also integrating that internationally. So solving local problems with a global technology and lending my voice and my expertise to that task.
Okay. So Peter, I mean, she speaks about Momo, and Momo has become quite that huge in Ghana because the unbanked are really much on it. But the fraud that is associated with the Momo, is it one of the reasons, as Prof put it, as why you're putting up this particular summit?
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, I think we felt that there was a gap in here, which is even though this phenomenon, the digital asset phenomenon, has taken greater shape within the global economy, we feel that Ghana as a country is lagging behind when it comes to that. And just to put things into context, you may be aware that the Bank of Ghana is actually preparing a legislation to regularize the operations of digital assets.
Yeah.
And you touch on a very important point to do with fraud in mobile money. We have assembled a great deal of expertise from cybersecurity background. We are privileged to have Dr. Anchibosiak, who was the first Director General for Ghana Cybersecurity Agency on board. And these are the people who have the greatest deal of expertise in a way that they will be able to speak to the Ghanaian community and Africa as a whole to explain the challenges and the risks that are associated with mobile money and when it comes to fintech, and to a larger extent, the new global phenomenon we are discussing about, which is the digital asset. So yeah, we've got an expert in place to help resolve some of these issues and bring to the fore the challenges that's filled with this particular digital assets phenomenon.
So who are those we're expecting to be participants of this particular summit?
So this is a 2-day high-level 2-day summit happening between 29th to 30th of September.
Okay.
And we are bringing together policymakers, central banks, stock exchanges, financial institutions, blockchain innovators, and investors to shape the future of Africa's digital economy. Our theme is unlocking Africa's digital economy through regulation and innovation. So it is an event that is really bringing together the big players you can think of in this particular industry. And we believe that by putting this together, we are complementing the efforts that the Bank of Ghana is putting in place, and also trying to bring to the fore the lack of knowledge and understanding about digital assets as a whole. We are looking at over 516 million global circulation of these assets, and Ghana and Africa are really catching up. And honestly speaking, I think we are behind in a sense that places like Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa have already taken that bold initiative to put together legislations to regularize how this financial services product is operated. So yeah, we are looking forward to receive all those who are interested in this summit, and most of the delegates are drawn from the list I've already mentioned, which are central banks and others.
And if I want to register, what do I do?
You just go to dasummitafrica.com. So it spells this way: DASUMMITAFRICA.com. So www.dasummitafrica.com. Yeah. DASummitafrica.com. Sorry.
Okay.
So it's just the initial D is the digital assets.
Okay.
So digital assets summitafrica.com. So DASummitafrica.com.
Okay. Let me bring in Professor Tonya now. Prof, I mean, once the Bank of Ghana is trying to legislate how we go about our digital assets, and with your years of experience, what should must be the critical focus of the Bank of Ghana Asset and Banks on this journey?
It's really important that legislators and regulators really meet the moment for so many of the reasons that you said earlier, and also not just a catch up, but the innovation As was said, there's a lot of innovation going on the continent. In particular, I just think that Ghana is very well poised to build off of the existing infrastructure and to use an additional mode of transferring assets, international remittances, remote villages and agriculture. There's so many other ways to instill confidence in the system and avoid some of the fraud that you've discussed as well. The other side of central bank digital currencies is sometimes the fear of a lack of privacy, in the same way when you have physical cash going between, exchanges in hands. And so having these conversations with legislators and regulators and banking officials to really meet the moment, to find that ideal balance between innovation and access, but also privacy and accessibility, and really, and finally, inclusion, which is critically important, because without inclusion and also a robust infrastructure on the continent, do we fall victim to some of the historical context of being quite vulnerable with local currencies that are relying on a global reserve? And so for all of those reasons, the innovation in Ghana is really important. And so my keynote will really address what risk readiness looks like and how to prepare for the moment.
We can't wait to have you at this particular summit to, learn from the things that you're sharing with us. But in your final words, what would you tell people who are watching us and who are eager to be part of the summit?
Well, I want you to be encouraged, because Ghana didn't just adopt mobile money. You're really on the path to perfecting it in a way that is a private-public partnership. And I'm going to be learning as much as I am teaching. But when you